This is Lena making Bespoke Craft Designs. I'm back with another one of my pages, ready for me to sew the journals in, sew the signatures into my journal. These are an envelope that I've altered, and I'm going to sew the middle bit. I'm going to sew that down the middle. So this is what I've done so far. These actually I thought I was doing on camera, and unfortunately I wasn't, because the camera had stopped and I hadn't done them. Now this one wants sewing. I haven't sewn this one yet, but this is what I should have been doing on camera. And sorry, I'm out of line. This one should have been doing, and obviously it didn't get done. So what I've done, I've covered this side of the flap, and then I've put this was off out of Artymaze kit. She got some really fancy envelopes. Have I got one? Yeah, one of these. And all I've done is traced around this to give me that shape. So that's the actual flap of that envelope, and I've just put that on some of the paper, traced around it, still from the kit, and give myself this little piece so that you can just tuck something in there. That'll be sewn in between the pages, and then I've made like two little flips, one there, and you can write in there, or you can attach something with a paper clip, and when you turn it over you've got the same again. So that will go like that in the, and your pocket is there, and then you'd put a journaling card in. As I say, I haven't sewn this down yet. So I've done that one and that one. So I'm going to do some more just to do them on camera. So what I've got here, I've just got some papers out ready, because I was so frustrated that I'd done it. Couldn't believe it when I looked at the camera and thought, oh no, it wasn't taken. So I've got a couple. All I've done with this one is on this one I decided to cover both sides. On this one I haven't, and I think what I'm going to do with that is when I put it through as one of the pages, this side I'm going to glue it down to a page, but I don't want to do that with this one. I want to leave it like that. So I've just covered that side and I've covered that side. So I've got music paper on there and just some vintage paper script that's been copied. I think it's one of Rachel's from Moxie Creations, out of her set, and I've left this bit loose at the minute, so I've just glued it down. I haven't done anything else with that bit, and I've left myself a little bit there. What I then intend to do is the same as what I did on the other one, is put this right up to one edge but leave it over at the other edge to create the flap. But I just want to take the bottom off, so I'm just making sure I've got it level and that everything will work. Let me just get my natural crease from that so I don't get it over the top. That's it. It won't work if it's too far over. That's it. Now I just want this edge off. The bottom edge I want off, but the side bit I'm leaving on. So we'll just, if I can get in camera a bit, we'll just get that bit off. Ooh. There we go. And then I'm just going to fold that there so I know where I want it. And I'm just going to glue this down. Now I don't want this piece gluing down, so I always put something, a bit of acetate or a bit of plastic or something in, just to stop my two pages gluing together. And if you can hear that noise, it's my darling little dog in here with me. We've had a really busy day today, and he's tired out and he's snoring, bless him. He does sleep a lot these days, bless him, but he's really making a noise. I've shown him on one of my videos. I just did a very quick video just to say hi, because we'd gone to one of our nearest seaside resorts, and he loves going there. And it's still, while the virus was coming out of shutdown, we never went anywhere until we were told we could. And we're coming out of shutdown, so we decided we would have a ride. We did get out of the car, but just not to go in shops or anything, just to walk Oscar. And I did a video showing him, so one or two of you have seen him. Because I thought, well, he's always in the background and he makes plenty of noise. So I'd show you him as well. Right, let me just get that. I've been looking at getting another puppy. I mean, he's ever so good with other dogs. As long as they don't come and bound at me. He doesn't like big dogs because he's frightened. If they come bounding at me, he thinks they're hurting me, and he gets a bit protective. He's got a very protective nature, but if they leave me alone, he's fine. We've got our little Tilly, my daughter's dog, and he absolutely loves her. Well, he tolerates her, we'll put it that way. He does like her, really. He likes playing with her, but she follows him all over the place, so he pretends he's fed up with her and then goes looking for her. He's all right with her, and as long as she doesn't take too much of my attention. It's quite funny because I talk to her, and the same as I do him, and I say, hello darling, have you come to see Grandma? I talk to them like the children. And we've got a toad in the garden, a massive big toad. You wouldn't believe the size of it. And we've been moving some soil, and we've put it in like a tarpaulin bag, and this toad keeps finding its way back. Talk about homing pigeon. We've got homing toad. It keeps going back to this bag, and I was trying to move it because, you know, so I was evicting the poor thing, and I was trying to find him somewhere else to go in the garden that he'd be safe. And I was saying, come on. Well, Oscar wasn't bothered about the toad, but he didn't like me talking to him, so he couldn't have a look to see what I was talking at. Right, let me have a look at this. Yes, I thought that was quite funny, really. Wasn't his mummy was worried about it. It was just because I was talking to something like I talked to him. I'm just going to pull a bit of this off, and I don't mind if it's a bit, it can go down there a bit just for a bit of extra interest. I never do them all exactly the same. That one I've just keep referring to this one. That one I've done straight across, and then I've punched some paper lace on that one, and I've just gone straight across there. But I've done these slightly different. I'm just making sure that I haven't got too much overhanging there and it's going to crease. So I'm just going to get this one stuck down. Now this side I don't need to put any paper or anything in, I just need to mind that I don't get down there. So I'll just put that there, and if it goes in the middle of this, it doesn't matter. And it needs to go right up to that edge there, like that. So I am going to sew them when they're all dry from the glue. I will then sew them down. So this one this way, I'm going to have it this way, and I'm going to have it, just make sure it's just to that edge so that when the other one goes over it isn't in the way. And just pull this down. You do get a little bit of wriggle room with Yoo-hoo. I tried some different glue the other night, this art glitter glue, and you don't get it was stuck down before I had a chance to do anything. I didn't work quick enough. It wasn't something I was doing particularly for well, it wasn't anything to do with my craft. I was doing something in the home and I was wanting something to stick down. Can't even remember what I was doing. Oh, some backing paper on the back of a photo frame I was putting back on, and I thought, oh, I'll use that because it'll dry quick, but I didn't expect not to have time to. And I didn't get it quite, no, it's only on the back, but I didn't get it quite level because it went a bit quicker than I expected. Just got to work a bit quicker. Right, so that's that side, and that will go there. They are coffee dyed, so I don't need to dye them. I'm just going to distribute some of this glue because I've got a bump there, which I don't want. So then one goes that way, one goes that way, and that won't go, that'll go through the middle. So all I want to do with this one, I've got a little bit hanging over here, but I am going to cut this bottom off now before I sew it. So I'm just going to go right on the bottom, right from one end to the other, and I just want a slither off just so it opens up that pocket. Oh, and then of course a slip off. Hopefully. Oh, of course, I haven't just got in enough there. I was trying to do it so I didn't take you off screen and I wasn't looking at it. Excuses, Lynn, you shouldn't make excuses. There we go. That's it. And I'll just get my, I'd forgotten I'd glued my bit of acetate in there. Good job I was taking that out, it's already had a piece in. There we go, so that's that. That one's ready now. Well, I'm going to embellish it a bit, but that's ready to do all the sewing. I'm just going to glue this bit down. Like that. Just so that's ready to go. We'll turn that over there and have that there. What I like to do in here is just take my, it'll be a bit dry because I haven't been in here for 2 or 3 days. I've been rather busy with other things which didn't really please me, but sometimes other things have to be done. And I kept trying to get in here, but it wasn't to be. I kept saying, well, I'll go in for a little while, I'll go in for a little while, but no. So I've just coloured that a little bit, just so it isn't. And I'm just going to go, oh sorry, that was a bit of a noise. I'm just going to go, oh, it's knocking on my scissors. I'm just going to go around this edge a little bit. And just round this edge. And round there. And just round there, get all the edges. This bit too. Yes, I'm going to, I've got a bit of a video that I'm going to put on my Instagram of this toad because I was trying to, bless it, I was trying to evict it from this bag and it jumped at me and I squealed. Now I say, oh, it's lovely, it is lovely until it jumps at me. It's ever so heavy. It jumped in the bag as well, and the bag shot out my hand, you know, the side of the bag because it was so heavy. I just wasn't expecting it to be so heavy. It just didn't want to be disturbed. Right, I can't remember which one of these I wanted where. I think it is this one. Let me just have a look. So then this I'm going to glue on there before we sew, because then I can sew across there, and this just becomes a little flip. As I say, this is from the Artymaze kit, and I've just copied round it. Actually, I think this one was the one I was using as my template, but I'm not sure any other one's gone, so I'm going to use this one. I shall have to do myself another template, but that's fine. That's absolutely fine. I'm just trying to see what I've got in there. I thought I might have another one, but I haven't. So that'll go on there. So just sort of put it, we'll just give it a bit of an inking up. I will list the kits from Artymaze and Shabbydabbydoodah that I've used, because they're mainly the two that I'm still using. Right, let's have a bit of fabric on this. And then we'll fancy her up a little bit. So I'm just putting some on the very bottom of that. Oh, sorry, that's my big head knocking the camera. Oh, well, this gives you a bit of wriggle room. I've just pushed it straight off the page. There you go. And I like the way that one's a sharp and that one's a rounded one. I think the contrast of the two are quite pretty. Right, let's just have a look at what we're going to put on this just to decorate it up. And I don't like that together with that. Do I like that one better with that wording? I wanted to put a little charm on that, that's why I've left it on. No, I don't want another wording with that. Quite like the flowers. I was just wondering if I wanted a bit more flower in the background. Do you know, I think if I ink that up so it isn't quite so pinky, I might like that. Let's just have a look and see. I know there's a lot of pink going on, but I thought if I got some of the edges done. I mean, I'm doing it all, and you won't see all of this, but I'm not quite sure which bits will be seen and which bits won't at the minute, so I'm going to put that, yeah, just stand off a little bit more. And the same with this one. Give them all a bit of an ink up. This one's already been sewn around the edge. Oh, that's got a bit much on it, doesn't matter. Well, being as I've got a bit much on it, I better put a bit more on it just to make it look as if it was supposed to be like that. Shows how rough I am. Right, let me just do that a little bit more as well. That's it. Quite like that. That's in the background. That's with that over the top up there, and that there like that, and the rose there like that. Might have a bit of lace as well somewhere. I'm not quite sure. Maybe I have to have a bit of lace. and possibly a little bit of bling. Or do I want to break that up and put a little bit of bling on there with a bit of lace? Let me see. Oh, I might not have all this string, but I'm just putting it down to see. I think I like that, but then I liked that on there. I'm going to have that up there, I think. I know what I'm going to do with this. Think about do a little bit of stamping. Where's my little... I've been shopping today and I've been buying all sorts of bits, and I've had some deliveries from Amazon, and I've pushed them all in here, and then they're all in my way now tonight because I've been looking at them and then I've moved them out the way to do the video, and they're all over and I can't find my lovely little tiny little text stamp that I've got. I cannot find it now. I know it's here somewhere. Ah, there it is. You know when you know it's going to be there, you can't find things. That's it. So what I'm just going to do with this one, just to put something on it, I'm just going to put some dots on it first, and then a little bit of, just a little bit of text on there, and see if that makes any difference. It was just a little bit. Oh, I'm going to go with that. I'm going to try and stop messing about too long and go with that. I've got everything pushing me off my desk. I've got another one to do, so I don't want to mess about too long. And then I want that bit out so I can put something on it. Yes, I'm going to have that there, half under there. I think that might look better. I mean, obviously, if you're doing it and you're not on camera, you can just move things about until you're happy with them, and you know, and it all depends on what stock you've got and what things you've got and what you've cut out of where. And you know, with the digital kits, I mean, often if you're using full digital kit, you get everything in the kit that coordinates. So especially for beginners, I think that's a really good place to start, because you get everything there that you would need, and you can decorate as much or as little as you want. I mean, I do over decorate, I think, but that's just the way I like them. I mean, there was a question on Instagram asking, do you like to leave space? Do you like lots of room and lots of, you know, fairly blank journals? Well, if I'm buying one, I buy a different design to what I'd make, because it's out of my style. It's not something I would do, either because it's because it's measured. If I buy one that's been sort of symmetrical and all measuring, I love to see it, but it's just not the way I craft. But I do like those journals and I love to own those ones. But you know, you all have your own style. You all do things in your own way. Yeah, I like that there. I think I've just got that bit of a gap. So I still think, oh, I've just pulled a bit off. I still think I'm going to go with that. It's a bit of tatting, this, not crocheting. I think it's a bit of tatting. I think that's what you call it. And it's quite vintage, I think. It's beautiful. But it's only a tiny little bit. I don't know, because I do buy a lot of these things from a vintage, oh goodness me, sorry. I go to an antiques place near me, and if the you know, a bit tatty and torn, I don't mind cutting them up. I find it very difficult to cut something up that's really old, that's, you know, immaculate. I can't. I find that really difficult. But if it's already tatty or it's, you know, damaged in some way, I don't have any problem. That's the same with books as well. I don't have any problem if they're already damaged. Right, I'm just looking. I think that's a few too many. I'm just going to do this down. How many have I got here? 2, 4. I'll do 5 because I want an odd number. I had 7 on. Still an odd number, but I just wanted a little bit less. I'm going to put that on there. Oh gosh, that's a very big bit of glue. It's how it explodes from the glue bottle. There we go. I'm going to just put that lid back on, put my last little bits in there, and just get out a cloth just to get rid of that excess glue. Make sure that sticks down. I mean, I've put these down before I've sewn it, but I'm not sewing anywhere near there. My needle won't interfere with that. So that's that side. I'm just wondering if, but I don't want, I just was going to ink that flower a little bit, but I don't want too much on it and to make a mess. So I'm just taking a bit off and then just, oh, I think that's better. I think that's what it needed. Just needed a bit of something on there. Oh yeah, I like that much better. Yeah, and then this side, it's got quite a lot going on there. It is quite busy. So I think I'm literally just going to put, I'm determined I'm going to have that somewhere, aren't I? I'm determined to do that. I think, no, don't like that. Not sure. I want something there, but I quite like that just as it is. I might just put a little bit of lace on there and maybe a flower or something. Let me have a look if I've got any. I can see a flower here. You just have a look. I've got some of these washi tape flowers. I've got a nice washi tape rose there. Yeah, I think I'm actually just going to put that on there. Yeah, that side there. And it's, you can see, you still see your text and whatever through it, so I quite like that. Put that out the way. My box out the way. And try and fold this until I can get the acetate off it. Come on, come on. There we go. And then sometimes these just need a little bit more. Oh, it's bent over there. They just need a little bit more tape on, a little bit more. Oh, listen to me. I'm very tired tonight. I've been really busy today. You've been flying here, there and everywhere. Hospital appointments, doctor's appointments, and oh dear. And then lots of bits and pieces. I try to do it all when we're out, so we're still not going out very much, only when we really have to. But my husband's still having to have regular appointments. Yes, I like that because it's very transparent and you can still see everything through it. So I'm not actually getting rid of anything, and I like that on there. The only thing is I'm not going to be sewing there. I will be sewing my pocket up, so I can put some, as long as I don't do it too near to the end, I can actually put a little fabric on there. That would be okay. Do I want a different lace though? I'm just having a look. Yeah, I think I'm going to put a bit of this rather than the other. So I'm just going to cut that down there and cut it off. That's it. And I don't know whether I can crumple it up like that without sewing it with the fabric. I don't think I'll be able to do, so I'll just take a bit more off, I think. I just didn't want it too flat, to be honest. Oh, that's the thing off the other side. Just wondering if I do two like that, I can just scrunch it up a little bit. I'll try that, see what that does. Let's have a look. Let's just hold it down a second. Quite like that. Just do a little bit more here. With it being real holey lace, it's, as I'm scrunching it up, it's actually coming through, so it's getting both sides, so that's really good. So it's sticking to my fingers though. I'm not meaning for it to stick to my fingers. I'll just get my scissors on there. Just until it takes a bit. Oh, I can't sew this, you see, but once that's stuck, if it still needs a bit more, I can put a little bit more. Oh, I really like that. Now I don't think I want any. Got some little flower. These are all bits and pieces from I like that, but it's completely the wrong colour. I'm just looking. They're all my little punches. No, I don't like that. Have I got anything that's right? Have I got any? I might have some butterflies. They're actually flowers and they're in the butterfly one. So that's a good start. A lot of them are text, so it's just finding one that would complement. They're all little bits. Every time I have any little bits left, I just pop them in here. Oh, I've got a really nice green one there that might go. Oh, I like that one. That one's fine on there. That's just got a little bit of, let's just see if I can, it's tiny, so I'm going to try and ink the edges up a little bit. What do you call them? Nuvo drops on them, and the glittery ones, and I've just made some little dots on there and then left it to dry, and it's got in with all my other little bits. I probably just had a little bit left. Now, do I want... I noticed I had some different coloured... Where have I put them? Oh, I've just had some really tiny, different coloured little bits, but now I want them. I don't know where they are. Let me just see if I've put them. I have them. So the only thing you didn't see, the camera stopped. I was just trying to put these fiddly little tiny beads just in the middle of the butterfly, and I put them on, glued it on with some multi-medium matte, and it is very strong. And I use this little pin that I've got, a long pin, it's like a flower pin, and I've just put the, just push this under here and put it on top of the little bit of glue and held it down a minute, because these are so fiddly and tiny. So I've just had a little bit more that I wanted to just do to finish this one. It probably could be just as it is, but me being me, I've just pulled out some flowers, and I like the idea of having a flower on that side. So although I'm going to put two flowers on, they won't be on the same side. I'm going to put one there, I think, and I like one on there. These lovely little flowers there. I don't know where I've put them actually. I've had them ages. I've just dropped them all over the floor, would you believe? They are little birdie flowers, and I got them when I was card making, and they are quite cute. So I've only just opened them tonight, and I've had them, I must have had them 3 years, and I've just looking for something. I had 2 little leaves in, and what I thought I would do as well, I'm just going to use my Wink of Stella. Oh, and it's well and truly, and I'm just going to put a little bit just to give this a bit of a glimmer. So just put a little bit of this on the leaves, and just round that flower you just dab it on and it comes out. It just gives a nice little shine, and I'm just going to do the same on this one, if I can get it to come out without getting, whoops, one of the beads has just come off. There we go. My phone's going mad. I've just heard my husband's phone, my phone. It'll be either my daughter or my son, because we have a family chat. So one of them's texting. I think my son's on nights actually, so it'll probably be my daughter. And they'll be rushing around getting, or driving to work probably. I'm not sure what time it is, so I'm not sure whether he'll be there yet. Right, so I'm just going to put that on there. Oh, these little beads do come off. So they're like little seed beads. So I'm just going to hold that down there a second, and then I'm going to put a leaf down on here first, just with the Fabri-Tac. Put one going that way, and try to put one straight down if I can. Oh, I like that. So I've hoarded that much stuff because I liked it so much and thought, oh, I'm not going to use it yet, I'm not going to use it yet, I'm not going to put it on that card. And then I stopped doing cards and I never used them. So I'm not hoarding anymore because it's ridiculous. So there you go. Just holding it down a second. Yeah, so that's that one finished. And as I say, that'll go through, and this isn't going to interfere with any of the sewing. I mean, if I catch that one, it won't matter. Sewing down there. Sometimes I sew before I put the rest of the embellishments on, but just because I'm doing it on camera and I haven't got my machine out, but I quite like that there, like that. I'm just looking. I think if there is a tiny bit, there isn't any text left on my stamp. I'm just going to put a bit of text on there too. And just put that there. That's it. That's it now. That's just what it needed. A final little bit of text. It makes all the difference. And I really like that one. And then just for the last one that I was going to do, I'll try and be quicker with this one. Try not to mess about so long. So this one, I've got a yellow card and I haven't put anything on that side. So I'm not going to do on this one. I'm going to put a bit of acetate in. And I'm going to get straight down to this. I'm going to glue down. Do I want that on that side? Yeah, I think that's a bit more of a contrast, that one. So we're going to put to one edge. So let's have a look. I've put my bit of acetate in so we won't be gluing to anything. And then, oh, got these little beads all over the place now. Let's just do that so I can see. I don't want to go any further than there. Oh, I know what I haven't done. Oh, that's a great start, Lena. That's a great start. I forgot to take my end bit off, haven't I? Actually, I'm going to have to do it afterwards now because I've glued. So, let's have a look. So then I can take this bit off. I've been taking it off first, but I was getting a bit carried away there. I was trying to do it a bit quicker and it didn't work the way I wanted it to. You can always cut it if you've got a bit hanging over anyway. That's the piece I want to bend over that side. And then this one, I'm going to take this piece off first. So I'm just going to put that to that crease there. Obviously that's my acetate that's stopping that bending, but it is just on that crease. And then I'm going to take this piece off. There. And I'm going to put that to that. So I can actually glue. This time I'm going to leave the glued bit down underneath my paper. I'm not going to put this over the top because it's just got a plain edge there. So I'm not going to bother with this one. So I always do them slightly different. Never do them exactly the same in each. The same thing, but just slightly different. Bit of different interest then. If they're all exactly the same, then you've seen one, you've seen them all. So I'll just do them a little bit, decorate them a bit different and do them a bit different. So this one here, I'm going to put on there. So I will come back and show you when I've actually sewn them all down. When the glue's dried, I can go on the machine and just sew them down. Like that. Because I've got an idea to do something a bit different on here. Whether it'll work or not, I don't know. Let's see if I can get that acetate before that glues down there. That nearly stuck then. Let me just bear with me. I nearly had that stick. It nearly stuck to the other page. If I hadn't have had the acetate in, it would have done. So I'm just going to put this on here. I mean, it looks like these match, but remember this is going the other side of, so there'll be like another signature page in between, so these two will not be seen together, so that's fine on there. I'm just going to ink this up. I'll have to ink all the others up in a minute. So just ink it up and do the same here while that bit's just drying. Do the same along there, and the oh, no point in doing the bottom, I haven't cut that yet. So then just do the same. I mean, obviously that's going to be together more when I sew it, so let's just put a bit along there, put a bit along this one, like that. And then I'm going to cut off this bottom. Did I actually cut off that bottom? Yes, I did. So, I hope I did. I've glued everything down. This one I haven't. So I'm just going to take the tiniest slither off. Say the tiny slither, but you've got to actually get on the envelope. Still a bit wet from the glue, and I find it difficult cutting when the glue's still wet. Right, let's see if that's enough. Almost, just a little bit there I haven't quite got. Trying not to get my head too far over it. So let's have a look, see if that's got it. Yeah, it has. Still going to leave my bit of acetate in there, and then I'm just going to colour this a little bit. I don't want this too bright yellow. And then just ink it up. And as I say, once the edges have been sewn down, it'll look different. And that's that. I just don't want these two to glue together. And just do that again there. I'm hoping I am in frame. I'm hoping I've not been out of frame there. How far down? Oh yeah, I think I was. I'm hoping I was. I'm hoping I was. Right, just do the same with this bit. And just put that on there as you flip. Like that. And then this time, I want to just smooth this down, but it's very sticky on either side. I don't want them to just stick together, so I'm just trying to get all the bubbles out. And then I'll have to make sure they haven't stuck together, because it would do. It would stick. That's it. It hasn't. It's fine. So that's that. Again, on this one, I'm just going to see if there's any text, just a tiny bit of text left. So I'm just going to put that on there. What did I think I liked here? I quite liked that. But I've got some butterflies out. Oh, sorry, I'm hitting the camera. I've got some bits and pieces out here because I made these butterflies in the mixed media butterflies. And it's all right making them, but you've got to actually use them as well. So I wanted to try and use some today on here. I mean, there was various colours. I think that's a little bit too much. That's a bit too far the other way. I do like that one because of that bit of grey. I do like that, I've got to say. Yeah, I do. I like that. I like these as well, though, but I could go on forever. Oh, what about that one? No, not enough as a contrast. I like that one. I think I just pulled a few out just to see if there was any I really liked. I do like that there. I've got another little one there, but I don't want to do too much. I've also got some little flowers and bits that I liked. I don't know whether I like that flower better than the one that's, because that had a bit of black in it, and I've cut it out and it looks a bit strange, so I thought I might put a different, you know, sort of like a 3D flower on there. But having said that, I don't want the other to show through, so that one there, it wouldn't show through. What about that? Let's have a look. I keep wanting to use this. I'm determined I'm going to use this, so let's have a look with that. Nope, far too much, far too much. Let's have a look in here and see what I've got. I've got a real nice frame there. Wrong colour. Oh, sorry. I've got the bird cage there that I quite like. Oh, but then I'm not so keen on the flower with the bird cage. I do like the butterfly. I don't want a bird cage and a butterfly, I don't think. Do I quite like that in the background with the... Let's have a look at that, because that'll blend in. Oh, let me have a look. I've got a letter here. I might do the letter with the typewriter. And then do the butterfly. Let me see what that looks like. Sometimes you just have to go for it. She can be going forever messing about, and you know, at the end of the day it's a junk journal and you go with what you've got. And I do like these, so I want to try and use them. It's just I'm not keen on that flower because it's cut out where the bit of black was. So, I mean, that will go under there like that anyway, which I quite like that idea. I like the butterfly. I do really like the butterfly. I'm just looking at, if I was to put that letter on there, doesn't matter that there's a bit of, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Let's just see if I can get this off. Has anybody else tried these, and do they have the same difficulty? They maybe have a different way of getting them off than me. I just curl them until the back comes off. I've tried doing them with my pokey tool and I end up tearing them, so I just... Sometimes they come straight off, and then another time they prove to be really difficult, like this one. There we go. I do have a lot of patience, really. I just keep trying. If you're off camera, you can just keep trying until you get it right, till you get it off. I just don't want you all watching me and be bored because I'm struggling to get it off. So I actually do like the way that's turned out, but I still think it needs a flower and maybe still the butterfly. Let me have a look for something to put in that middle though. Don't want anything too 3D because it's going to be in one of my pages. But I do need something in there. Let me have a look where my little things of bling are. I've got some in here, I think. Oh yeah, I've got some bling there, look. Let's just put these back at the back of me. And just see what that looks like. I'll just get one of these off here. Just put that in the middle of there for a start. Oh yeah, I quite like that. I think that looks really pretty. And on here, I think I'm going to put a bit of this Winker Stella on just to, let's just get it. Just going to get some out. It's not coming out. That's it. That's it. That is coming out. That looks lovely. Oh, a lot's come out there. And I'm going to have it. Ooh. Just put a little bit on there. I didn't mean for that to come out as much as that. See, that's me being so heavy-handed with things. Oh, it looks pretty though. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Again, I've had this from the card making days, this Winker Stella. That's why I'm pushing about on it, because I'd forgotten how to use it. Yes, I'm going to put that there and that there, and I just want to draw, if I can find my pen, some, is that one? I think this is one I can draw with. Let me see. Yeah. So if I have that there like that, and then just do those like that there, and just glue this down. So I try to, you know, if I've been showing something, I try then to use them up, because, you know, people, it's all right making them, but then it's, where do you put them? Where do I use that? How's that going to fit in with everything? So I thought, well, I better use one on here. I was going to use it somewhere in the journal anyway, but because they're beautiful and I wanted to use them, but I thought, well, I'll put them on here because I liked this. I like them on this background. And then I'm just going to get this flower on here. These are some flowers I had in the house, and I pulled them all apart because they were like 4 or 5 layers, and just kept the washed them all, kept the single layer, and then thought, well, I will use them at some point. Yeah, quite like that. I think that looks really different and I like it. I'm still going to put something else just in my usual manner. That enough's not enough. And I'm going to put something up there, but I don't know what. I had a tiny bit of lace hanging about somewhere, so I'm going to put that there on this one. Oops, in fact, yeah, I'm going to put it there like that, and I'm going to put one of these down it, if I can find my little scissors. I shall have to tidy my desk in the morning before I start again, because I've been grabbing stuff out tonight because it's getting very late. And I've still got all my night jobs to do for my husband. I don't want to be messing about putting everything away. So, right. I'm trying to be mindful that I haven't sewn them yet, so I'm going to come down a little bit, so when I do my sewing here, it's not going to interfere with where I've just put. So I'm not going to actually put the bling on at the minute. I'll show you what it's going to look like, but I'm not going to put it on until I've actually sewn. So I'm just going to stick that on there until I've sewn it down, and then when I'm going to put my little bit of bling just this side of there, like that. but I can't do it at the moment because it will get in the way of when I'm sewing, so I'm not going to put that bit down. So I like that side, I like that one. I'm just going to take the bling off, and then I've just got to do something on this side. That is going to stick to the page so that when this comes over and you see this, you won't see the other side of this, because I'm going to stick that one down. Let me have a look then at this. So what I'm gonna do here, I do like the seams on these. I think I'm going to do it that way up. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for that on here. Because again, these papers are really beautiful, so and this is one of the Mrs Coggs sayings. I love these sayings. Let's just do this edge. I'm going to put that on there. Don't want it dead centre. I like that there. No, I don't like that with it. Do I want... or do I want another butterfly? Oh, yes. Oh, I like that. I'm going to go with that. Or do I go with... oh, sorry. Do I go with that one? Oh yeah, I like the bit bigger one. This one I do like that one. And here, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my bling straight down the middle of there. And I'm going to put my... I always cut my antennae. I mean, these didn't have antennae on, but I always cut them off anyway and then draw them back in. It's just the way I do it. I mean, some people don't put them on and you don't have to. Some people fussy cut round them. I can't. It just takes me too long to do that. I have really funny fingers that don't like the scissors for too long, so I do fussy cut because I like the end results, but if there's something I can get away with, I do. So let's just put that up there like that, and then that's no good there. I am going to be covering up my words. Oh, I do like that. I think that looks really lovely. I mean, that will be back like that, but I do like that. I think that's really nice. And I'm going to put my bit of bling just down there. That hasn't stuck. I'll press it down again in a minute. Just put that down. And then I'm nearly at the end now. I'm going to call this video it because I'm getting really tired. And as you just heard me say, if it's still in the video, I haven't edited that piece out. I've just shouted to tell my husband I'm on my way to him, so there we go. It'll be that way in the... I really like that, and it's just a bit more simple, that one. I like that there. I haven't decided if I put anything down there. I might put a bit of lace down there when I sew it. I might just put something like this. I think I will actually. I think I'll probably put some ruffled lace just on there when I sew it and sew it against the edge. I think I might do that on there. So that's that one. And then that's that one, which will be the other way because that'll have gone. No, that won't. That'll be through there'll be another page there like that, and so you'll be looking at it from a side view. But I like that one too. I think it's as I say, it's using up all the bits that you've got and all the bits that you've made, and I really quite like that. And then I think I might just put, not with this one, but I might put some kind of a, that's no name, paper clip on there or something, but I'm not sure yet. But I will show you when I've sewn them. I'll come back and show you the end result. Right, I'm back to you now. I've sewn them all, and in my haste to get them sewn, I made a mistake. I sewed this edge up. I just went bombing round and sewed this edge up. So I've just had to add a little bit more on, just a little bit of lace and a little bit of trim and a little bit of lace, just to cover up the needle holes on both sides. That's just a bit of washi tape and a bit more of the lace. So that's the reason why there's a bit of overkill on the lace, because I've just had to do that there. I had to do it on another one as well because I've done the same thing. So I've just put a bit of washi tape on there, and this side a bit of lace. I don't know what I was thinking. I just went bombing round. But so that's the end result of that one. That was the very first one I did where I didn't cover this, because I'm going to stick this to the page. I'm not as keen on this one, but this is a fourth one, so I might or might not use this in the same way. I might use that some other way. I shall definitely use it, but I might not use it in this journal and use it in the same way. This one I'm really pleased with. I think this one's turned out really well. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I am completely in camera. Yeah, so this one's turned out beautifully. I love that I got to use my mixed media butterflies. I've got a video on them, and I loved that I got to use them on here. And I've just put a bit of lace down here when I was doing the sewing, and I've left a long dangly bit. I gathered the lace up on that side and sewed down it, and that's pretty much as it was from the video. So that's that one. This one, as I say, I've just explained I had to put a little bit more on there, but that's the end result of it. I really like these. I think these are so pretty. I know I do over embellish things, but that's just the way I do them. That's the one I'm not so sure about. Well, that bit I'm not so sure about. I like the rest of it. I'm just not quite so sure about that. I could just cover it rather than keep saying I'm not sure. I could just put something over there, and that's possibly what I will do. And then this is the last one that I did. So that folds that way with the lovely flowers on. I really like them. That'll be the other side of the page, but I've got the same flower on there but bigger. And then that side is like that. So just before I close, I'm just going to find a place for these in the journals, in my journal, and then in the signatures, I meant in the journal, in the signatures. So this is the first one. I think I've got one that's a little bit more bluey, which is what I always do, so I'm going to put that one to one side. So let's have a look what we're going to do here. So this is quite a ready one, this one, and I want to see where it looks good. Well, I actually really like that. I'm just hoping that is going to sew in there. I think it will. I think it will go into there okay. That's my hope anyway, that that is going to go into that. I'm just looking at it and it is a little bit thick, so you know, because there's a lot. I think it's going to have to go further in the middle. I don't think that's going to fold round so many pages, you know. Oh yeah, it's far better nearer the middle. Oh, so that's a lesson learned then too. Actually, if you're going to make them quite bulky, you need them nearer the middle. So where am I going to put it then? I do like it. I seem to like it against the pink pages. Let's put that down where it wants to be. Yep, I like that there. So they've got to go near in the middle. So that one, this side, it's got that one side of it and that the other, which I really like. And the same with that one. You know, the one that I said I haven't done on here, I would just stick it down to there like that. This one, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I might sort of clip it a little bit and have it as two tuck spaces. I'm not quite sure. And then when you get to the other side of it, wherever it is, yeah, there it looks like that. And you've got your opening there. But as I say, that's a note to myself that you need to have it nearer the middle. So this is the one I've got that's got a little bit more blue in. So I'm going to go straight into nearer the middle. I do make my journals very bulky. I really do. So it was this page with that one there and the pinky one. So on this one here, do I want it the other way around? I don't know. Oh, let me get me flaps in a little bit so that they're not sticking out. You have to mind I don't sew them in. Yeah, I like that one that way on there. And then on this side, again, I didn't put anything on there. I think I am going to actually, I might just glue down one and leave one open like that there. Oh, I think that's quite a nice idea. I think I might actually do that. I wonder if I should do that now. I'll just have to be careful when I'm sewing it in now, but I'm going to try that and see what it looks like. I can let you know then if that was a good idea or a bad idea. So I shall do that with that other one as well. Yeah, so you've got a flip there and you've got like a little pocket there then. That's really made like another little pocket idea. I'd never even thought of that. I was just thinking of ways to cover up that back when I hadn't covered them, but I quite like that idea. Yeah, so that there is just your flip, you tuck, and then there you've got a pocket. I don't know whether I've got anything little just to show you, but I will have somewhere. Yeah, so a little pocket there, and then that's just a tuck there. Oh, quite like that idea. Quite out of the blue. See, sometimes things happen and you don't realise that that's going to happen. So this one here, let's have a look now. Do I go with that one and this one, or do I go with this one? Let's have a look. Oh, on this one I don't think it really matters which way around I do it. So I think I'm going to put those bits in. It's a bit faffy just to get them in place, but once they're in, I don't know how easy it's going to be to sew them in, but as long as they're near in the middle, they're fine. Yeah, so that fits in there like that quite nicely, and when you turn it that way you've got that bit that opens up and you've got your pocket there. And then this side of it, when I find where it is, you've got this bit here and you can either glue it down. I think I'm going to do that again actually. I think I really like that idea of putting a pocket there, because again this has got a space. So when I said, scratch what I said about not being able to use this, because I should be able to use it exactly the same way, and I'm really pleased with that. I've not used it on this occasion in here because it was the first one I did just to try it out, and I like to have something at the beginning of the video just to show you what you're going to expect. So, and when I first started doing them I didn't do that, but I just think that's a, you know, something you need to do, is tell people what it is that they're watching. So there we go. So that's in there like that, and then that will be obviously sewn in as well as just glued on there, and that opens the page, and then you've got your opening there that will have a journaling card or something in. Because once I've got one more video to do, which I'm going to get on with today. I don't know when it'll when I shall put it out, but I shall get it videoed now in a minute, and then I want to get them sewn in, and then we can start decorating it. I've got the front cover to do yet. So yeah, so that's the 3 of them in there, so I'm quite pleased with that so far. So gosh, this is going to be a really chunky monkey, this one. Oh yeah, very chunky. Look, it's not all in its place yet. Some of them are sticking out a bit, but I haven't got them all in properly. But it's going to be quite a chunky one, this. I quite like a chunky journal. I like making chunky journals. Right, so that's it for now. I shall be back to you shortly with another video. And so I'll say bye for now. Keep safe, take care, and I'll see you soon.